Oh my goodness. Grab a cup of tea and find a comfy seat because we need to talk about Emmerdale. If you, like me, are still picking your jaw up off the floor, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Our charity Dingle, our sharp-tongued, resilient, complicated, and utterly captivating matriarch in the making, is at the center of a storm so massive, it threatens to tear the entire Dingle Subden Boyd Barton etc. universe apart. And this time it feels different. This isn't just a classic charity scam. This is a secret that has a heartbeat. If you're not caught up, let me whisper the horrifying, brilliant, and absolutely shocking truth. Charity is pregnant with Ross Barton's baby, and she is letting her granddaughter Sarah believe it's her surrogate child. I know, take a breath. This is the kind of storyline that makes soap operas the legends they are. It's not just drama, it's a full-blown emotional car crash happening in slow motion, and none of us can look away. The woman who has clawed her way back from the brink more times than we can count has just set a ticking time bomb right in the heart of her own family. Let's just be honest with each other for a second. We've seen Charity lie. We've seen her cheat, steal, and manipulate. It's part of her DNA, part of why we love her. She's a survivor, and survivors make messy choices. But this is a level of deception that is so profound, so devastatingly personal, that even the actress who knows her inside and out, the phenomenal Emma Atkins, has called it the ultimate betrayal. And she's right. This isn't about money or a petty feud. This is about hope. Think about poor Sarah, a young girl who has already faced down death, who has had her future rewritten by illness, and who was given this one miraculous chance at motherhood. She and Jacob have been floating on a cloud of pure, unadulterated joy. We've watched them plan, dream, and just a few days ago, we saw Sarah lovingly create a memory box for the baby. A memory box. My heart absolutely shattered into a million pieces. Every excited smile, every hopeful glance, every plan for the future, it's all built on a foundation of sand. And Charity is the one standing there, watching the tide come in. Can we even begin to wrap our heads around what is going on inside Charity's mind? The search results and spoilers paint a picture of a woman at her absolute breaking point. This isn't cold, calculated Charity. This is a woman trapped by her own impulsive mistake, now drowning in the consequences. She's snapping at her loved ones. She's been seen sobbing alone in her car, absolutely tortured by the guilt. She even booked a termination, thinking that if she could just make the problem go away, she could bury the secret forever. But she couldn't go through with it. And in that moment, the lie became a living, breathing entity. Now she is desperately trying to convince herself that this is all for the best, that Sarah just wants a baby to love, so why does it matter where the baby came from? Oh, Charity. That is the logic of a terrified woman digging a hole so deep she may never climb out. Emma Atkins herself said it. Charity is determined to keep the lie going, assuming no one will ever be the wiser. But this is Emmerdale. And in Emmerdale, forever usually means until next Thursday. The walls are closing in so fast it's suffocating. First, you have Chas. Thank goodness for Chas. She knows everything, and she is furious. She's acting as Charity's conscience, and that tension is bubbling over in public. Sarah has already clocked it. She knows something is deeply wrong with her gran, and she's demanding answers. The clock is ticking. Second, you have Ross. The ghost of ex-boyfriend's past, the father of this baby, is right there in the village. He's not stupid. He's pressuring Charity for DNA results. He's even seen the scan photo, and you just know he's doing the maths. He's a loose cannon that could blow this whole thing wide open at any second. And speaking of scans, this is the big one. The 12-week scan is looming. This is the moment that could expose everything. Charity is so terrified that she lies to Sarah and Jacob, telling them the appointment was cancelled. Instead, she's sneaking off to the hospital with Chas, desperate to get through it without the truth of the dates and developments spilling out. But this is where it gets even more heart-stopping. Spoilers are showing us that just as Charity thinks she's in the clear, Jacob spots her at the hospital. Can you imagine his confusion, the dread, the questions? Why would Charity be there, secretly, after the scam was cancelled? We are teetering on the edge of the explosion. This isn't a question of if the truth will come out, but how. Will Jacob confront her then and there? Will Ross burst in demanding answers? Will the sonographer say something that gives the whole game away? And what happens after? This isn't something that can be fixed with a heart-to-heart in the woolpack. This is the kind of betrayal that destroys families. How will Sarah ever forgive her? This is her Gran, the woman she trusts, dangling her deepest desire in front of her, all while knowing it's a lie. It's unforgivably cruel. And what about Mac? Her husband, who is blissfully unaware, is currently off forming a bafflingly weird bond with Ross of all people. The irony is almost too much to bear. When he finds out that his wife not only cheated on him, but is now carrying the other man's child, the fallout will be nuclear. Right now, Emma Atkins is delivering the performance of a lifetime. She is showing us the raw, panicked, and deeply human side of a woman who has made an unthinkable mistake and is now choosing to compound it with an unforgivable lie. I am genuinely, emotionally wrecked for everyone involved. I'm furious with Charity, yet I can't help but feel a sliver of pity for the sheer panic she's in. But most of all, my heart just aches for Sarah. So what do you think? How is this all going to go down? Will Jacob be the one to unravel the whole thing? And is there any way back for Charity after this? Truly, is there any forgiveness possible for a betrayal this deep? Strap in, folks. Winter in the Dales is about to get colder than ever.